With Catherine beside him, our new Prince and Princess of Wales will, I know, continue to inspire and lead our national conversations, helping to bring the marginal to the centre ground.
As Queen Elizabeth was aware that Middleton will likely become Queen of England in the future.
Catherine's ascent within the royal family has stirred quiet but undeniable shifts that are capturing attention inside palace walls and beyond. As the monarchy faces a changing landscape, one figure now stands closer to its core, reshaping not only public perception, but the balance of power itself. Behind carefully managed appearances and formal engagements, a deeper transformation is unfolding, one that hints at strategic recalibration and future possibilities few would have predicted just years ago. What this means for the institution's next chapter remains to be seen, but the impact of these moves is already sparking new debate about loyalty, legacy, and the path ahead. King Charles crowned Catherine in spirit. King Charles' recent speech caught both the public and royal observers off guard with its bold and unexpected tone. In what many describe as a defining moment, the king chose language that elevated Princess Catherine's standing within the monarchy. While he did not formally alter titles or constitutional roles, his words pointedly acknowledged Catherine's significance and hinted at a future shaped by her presence. His references to her steady guidance and vision for the nation's future went beyond the typical praise given during royal addresses. This speech, delivered at a critical time when Charles is facing personal health challenges, has been interpreted by many as a clear signal that he sees Catherine as central to the monarchy's stability in the years ahead. The speech's symbolism was particularly striking. King Charles did not simply thank Catherine for her support. He described her as someone who embodies the enduring values of our nation and offers a path forward in these changing times. These phrases, carefully chosen, suggest that Charles envisions Catherine as more than just a supporting figure. Without making any formal proclamation, he effectively crowned her in spirit as a leading voice for the royal family. The speech stopped short of naming Catherine as a future queen in any official capacity, but it left little doubt that Charles wants the public to look to her as a symbol of continuity and renewal. What makes this address so shocking is the contrast to prior speeches where Queen Camilla often featured prominently as the king's closest partner in duty. This time, Camilla's role was barely mentioned, if at all. Observers have noted this absence as highly significant, especially given Camilla's long-standing efforts to support Charles publicly. Was this omission deliberate? Could it mark the start of a new chapter in which Catherine takes on greater visibility while Camilla steps back? These questions now fuel ongoing debate about the future of royal leadership, especially amid reports of shifting dynamics within the palace. The timing of the speech adds to its impact. Delivered during a period of global uncertainty and domestic challenges, Charles' words appear designed to reassure the public and the Commonwealth. By spotlighting Catherine's qualities of calm strength and dedication, the king may be signaling the kind of leadership he believes the monarchy needs going forward. The speech has undeniably reshaped perceptions, sparking speculation about how Catherine's role may continue to evolve. A new power behind the throne.
Making her own mark on royalty, Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, has transformed from one of the people into the future queen.
Following King Charles's recent address, insiders report that Catherine's influence within royal operations has quietly but significantly grown. While there has been no formal announcement of new titles or constitutional changes, her involvement in key decisions has deepened. Catherine is said to be playing a larger role in planning major public events, advising on long-term royal initiatives, and shaping the tone of official engagements. These responsibilities, traditionally handled by senior courtiers or shared among multiple family members, now see Catherine at the center. Her presence in behind-the-scenes meetings reportedly ensures that the monarchy's messaging remains cohesive, modern, and in tune with public expectations. Catherine's expanded influence extends to the monarchy's public image. Observers note that she has become instrumental in determining how the royal family presents itself during a time of transition and uncertainty. Her calm, consistent demeanor and attention to detail are credited with helping craft an image of stability. In recent months, she has taken a more hands-on role in coordinating royal appearances, often advising on the themes and priorities of engagements. This shift has not gone unnoticed by those watching palace dynamics closely. Could this new prominence be part of a strategic plan to ease the royal family into the next generation of leadership? The question now sparks debate among royal commentators and the public alike. Beyond appearances, Catherine's influence on royal projects has also grown. Sources familiar with palace operations suggest she has been quietly steering the focus of initiatives such as early childhood development, mental health awareness, and environmental sustainability. While these causes have long been associated with her, the depth of her involvement appears to have increased. Catherine is now seen as a key figure in deciding how these projects are prioritized and how partnerships are formed. This behind-the-scenes leadership reflects an effort to align the monarchy's work with contemporary concerns, positioning the institution as both compassionate and relevant to modern audiences. Strategically, Catherine's role now touches on internal family matters as well. Reports indicate that she offers input on decisions related to public strategy, ensuring that the royal family presents a united and forward-looking front. Her steady hand has been described as essential in managing both internal expectations and external pressures. While official statements remain measured, the shift in her responsibilities suggests that Catherine is becoming a decisive figure in the monarchy's future planning. Whether this influence will continue to grow and how it will shape the royal family's path remains a key point of interest in ongoing discussions about the crown's evolving identity. Queen Camilla's reduced role. In recent months, a clear shift in Queen Camilla's public role has become evident, marked by fewer appearances and a more subdued presence during key royal events. This adjustment has not been officially confirmed as a demotion, but the pattern is difficult to ignore. Camilla, once regularly seen alongside King Charles at major engagements, now appears to be stepping back from daily royal duties. Her involvement has focused more on supporting charitable causes quietly, with less emphasis on her position within the monarchy's central operations. The change raises questions about whether this reduced role is part of a broader strategy to reframe the monarchy's image, or simply a natural evolution as other figures, such as Catherine, assume greater responsibility. Camilla's reduced visibility comes at a delicate time, and balancing this transition has required careful management. King Charles faces the challenge of honoring Camilla's years of service while adapting to a monarchy that reflects new priorities. Sources close to the palace suggest that there has been no intention to sideline Camilla abruptly, as such a move could risk public criticism and damage internal harmony. Instead, the shift appears gradual, designed to respect Camilla's contributions while making room for fresh leadership. Could this be a response to lingering public reservations about Camilla's role, or simply a practical decision given Charles's focus on the future? The palace has not clarified its position, leaving room for speculation. This change in Camilla's duties also highlights the complexities of royal family dynamics. Camilla has long been associated with key charitable work, including literacy advocacy and support for domestic violence survivors. While she continues these efforts, the spotlight has undeniably moved elsewhere. Royal commentators note that her absence from more strategic discussions and state-level functions signals a shift in where influence now lies. Some wonder whether Camilla herself preferred to step back, or whether this reflects decisions made higher up to recalibrate the monarchy's core team. The lack of official explanation has fueled debate, with differing views on whether Camilla's current role aligns with her past efforts to gain public acceptance. King Charles's approach to this transition underscores his need to navigate royal tradition and modern expectations carefully. So far, he has avoided making abrupt announcements that could spark controversy or be seen as disrespectful. By allowing Camilla's role to evolve quietly, he maintains a sense of continuity while opening space for new voices. Whether this strategy will succeed in keeping the monarchy stable and united remains to be seen, but the silent shift in Camilla's duties is already reshaping public perceptions of the royal family's future. The qualities that set her apart. Catherine's rise within the royal family can be traced to years of steady preparation and deliberate choices. Unlike figures who sought the spotlight early or aimed for rapid ascension, Catherine built her position gradually through consistent public service and careful navigation of royal duties. From her early charity work to high-profile initiatives on early childhood development, she demonstrated a commitment to causes that resonated beyond royal circles. This long-term focus has not only earned her respect within palace walls, but also established her as a dependable figure in the eyes of the public. Her ability to learn, adapt, and build meaningful partnerships has set her apart in an institution where tradition often limits innovation. Strategic thinking is another key factor behind Catherine's growing influence. Observers note that she approaches her responsibilities with careful planning and a clear understanding of the monarchy's challenges in a changing world. Rather than reacting to immediate pressures, she is seen as someone who considers long-term outcomes, weighing how decisions will shape the royal family's future. This approach has made her a valuable advisor on matters of public image, engagement strategy, and charitable priorities. Her measured style contrasts with more impulsive or outspoken figures seen in royal history, contributing to a sense of stability at a time when the monarchy faces scrutiny from various quarters. Catherine's genuine connection with the public further distinguishes her. Through her work and interactions, she has built a reputation for approachability without compromising the dignity expected of her position. Whether visiting schools, speaking with healthcare workers, or supporting environmental efforts, she is consistently seen as sincere and engaged. This authenticity resonates at a time when public trust in traditional institutions is often fragile. It also helps explain why she commands broad support across age groups and demographics, both in the United Kingdom and abroad. Unlike some royals of the past who seemed distant or purely ceremonial, Catherine's style reflects a more modern, relatable form of royalty. In comparing Catherine to previous royal figures, it becomes clear why many see her as well-suited for a leadership role in the evolving monarchy. She blends respect for tradition with an ability to represent contemporary values. Where some earlier royals either resisted change or became symbols of controversy, Catherine offers a balanced model of service, strategy, and quiet strength. The contrast highlights how she has earned her current position not through title alone, but through actions that align with what many now expect from the royal family's future. A modern monarch in waiting. Catherine's vision for the monarchy reflects a subtle yet meaningful shift toward modernization without abandoning tradition. Rather than pursuing dramatic reforms or high-profile declarations, she focuses on integrating contemporary values into royal work through steady, thoughtful initiatives. This approach allows her to honor the monarchy's historic role while ensuring it stays relevant in a fast-changing society. Her emphasis on practical impact over spectacle signals a desire to align royal efforts with issues that resonate with everyday citizens. This balancing act, respecting the crown's legacy while steering it toward the future, is a defining feature of her emerging leadership style. Among the most notable areas where Catherine is shaping this modern vision are mental health, early childhood development, and environmental sustainability. These causes, which have formed the core of her public work, highlight her priorities for a monarchy that serves as a force for positive change. Her long-standing advocacy for mental health challenges outdated stigmas and promotes open dialogue. Likewise, her work in early childhood development emphasizes prevention and support during the most critical stages of life. By focusing on these foundational issues, Catherine presents the royal family as engaged with genuine social concerns, rather than ceremonial gestures alone. Environmental causes have also become central to Catherine's modernizing influence. Her participation in projects that promote conservation and sustainability reflects growing public awareness of climate challenges. In this area, she supports both community-level initiatives and larger partnerships aimed at encouraging responsible practices. By lending her platform to these efforts, Catherine signals that the monarchy can play a constructive role in addressing global challenges. Rather than remaining solely a symbol of tradition, the institution under her guidance appears increasingly active in helping shape solutions. This quiet shift may help strengthen the monarchy's relevance among younger generations who seek meaningful engagement on these issues. Catherine's understated strategy stands in contrast to the more visible or controversial attempts at royal reform seen in the past. She avoids headline-grabbing moves, instead building credibility through consistent action and partnership with experts. This measured pace reflects her awareness of both the monarchy's constraints and its potential. Whether this vision will redefine royal leadership over the long term remains to be seen. But Catherine's choices so far indicate a clear intent to guide the crown thoughtfully into a new era. The question for observers now is how this modern approach will evolve as her influence grows further. The rise of a people's princess. Public reaction to Catherine's rising role has been swift and largely positive, particularly across social media platforms. Following King Charles's speech and subsequent developments, many users praised Catherine's calm, consistent presence and the sense of stability she represents. The phrase "people's princess" began trending in several regions, reflecting admiration for her approachable style and dedication to meaningful causes. Posts highlighted her work on mental health, early childhood development, and environmental issues, framing her as a modern figure who bridges royal tradition and contemporary relevance. While the title "People's Princess" is closely associated with Princess Diana, many now see Catherine as embodying similar qualities of quiet strength and compassion that resonate with a broad audience. Across global media, reactions mirrored these sentiments, with commentators noting the contrast between Catherine's understated approach and the challenges facing other royal figures. Outlets in the UK, Europe, North America, and the Commonwealth nations emphasize that Catherine's growing influence appears to align with public demand for a monarchy that is engaged with real-world issues rather than focused solely on ceremony. Analysts have pointed out that this support is not purely the result of palace strategy, but has been shaped by Catherine's years of steady, visible commitment to charitable and social initiatives. Her image as a steady, relatable royal seems to have gained further traction in light of recent shifts in royal dynamics. Importantly, public perception has played a significant role in driving the shift in Catherine's status. Many observers argue that the monarchy's current moves reflect an understanding that relevance depends on connecting with the public in authentic, meaningful ways. The widespread support for Catherine's work has likely influenced how the palace is positioning her, particularly as other senior figures adopt lower profiles. Could this be part of a broader plan to modernize the monarchy's image to meet the expectations of younger and more diverse audiences? While the palace has not commented directly, the timing of Catherine's rise suggests a response to these evolving public attitudes. At the same time, the overwhelmingly positive public response has not been universal. Some voices on social media and in commentary have questioned whether too much emphasis is now placed on Catherine at the expense of other royal figures. Others raise concerns about comparisons with Princess Diana, warning that such labels may create unrealistic expectations. Nonetheless, the dominant narrative portrays Catherine as a figure of hope and renewal, someone who represents the kind of leadership many want to see as the monarchy navigates a complex future. Strain between Catherine and Camilla. The evolving dynamics between Catherine and Camilla have drawn attention, as their relationship appears to reflect deeper emotional undercurrents within the royal family. While both women have maintained public decorum and professionalism, royal observers note that genuine warmth between them is rarely visible. Their interactions at official events tend to be formal, with few signs of personal closeness. This distance has fueled speculation about underlying tensions, particularly as Catherine's role has expanded while Camilla's visibility has diminished. Whether this represents personal friction or simply the result of shifting responsibilities remains a matter of debate among royal commentators and the public alike. Part of this strain may be rooted in the complex history that surrounds both women. Camilla's long association with King Charles, particularly during his marriage to Princess Diana, casts a shadow that continues to influence public and private perceptions. For Catherine, loyalty to her husband William, who has spoken openly about the lasting impact of his mother's experiences, may naturally affect how she navigates her relationship with Camilla. While there is no evidence of outright conflict, the emotional weight of these shared histories cannot be easily set aside. Could these unspoken factors contribute to the reserved dynamic often seen between them? The question lingers in discussions about the royal family's internal cohesion. Public image further complicates their relationship. Catherine enjoys broad support and is often portrayed as a symbol of renewal and modernity within the monarchy. In contrast, Camilla's image, though improved over time, continues to carry some of the controversy from earlier chapters of royal life. This contrast may create additional distance between the two women, as public and media narratives frequently highlight their differences rather than common ground. Both are aware of the scrutiny surrounding them, and this awareness may encourage caution rather than closeness. The lack of visible tension does not necessarily mean ease. It could equally reflect a careful effort to maintain unity in the public eye. Ultimately, the relationship between Catherine and Camilla illustrates the delicate balance required within royal life. Each woman occupies a distinct role shaped by history, duty, and public expectation. While their interactions remain courteous and composed, the emotional and symbolic layers beneath the surface are complex. Whether time and shared experience will bridge the distance between them is uncertain. For now, they appear to move on parallel paths, united in responsibility, yet separate in personal connection, as they navigate the challenges of their shared royal journey. How William supports Catherine's new role. Inside the palace, Prince William has been a steady and essential force in supporting Catherine as she steps into a more prominent role. As both her partner and the future king, William's backing has provided stability during this period of change. Observers note that his quiet reinforcement of Catherine's work helps signal unity and purpose at a time when the royal family faces scrutiny and shifting public expectations. William's support is not just symbolic. Sources familiar with palace operations suggest that he actively consults with Catherine on key decisions, reflecting a partnership that blends personal trust with shared responsibility for the monarchy's future direction. Their teamwork is increasingly viewed as a model of modern royal partnership. Rather than following traditional hierarchies that placed one spouse in a purely supportive role, William and Catherine present a united front that emphasizes collaboration. In public engagements and behind the scenes, they are seen coordinating strategies and appearing at key events as a cohesive unit. This approach not only strengthens their personal bond, but also helps project an image of a monarchy that is adaptable and aligned with contemporary values. Could this be part of a broader plan to demonstrate a more relatable, team-oriented royal leadership? Many commentators believe so. William's role has also been critical in helping ease Catherine into her expanded duties while managing expectations from within the family and the public. His visible respect for her contributions, whether at formal ceremonies or in more informal settings, reinforces the message that Catherine's influence is earned and valued. Some analysts suggest that William's consistent advocacy for Catherine within palace discussions has been key to her growing authority in royal matters. While no official statements confirm this, the pattern of their joint appearances and mutual reinforcement strongly points to deliberate coordination designed to bolster the monarchy's image of unity and progress. This partnership sets a notable contrast to previous royal dynamics, where roles could appear more rigid or defined by tradition alone. Together, William and Catherine seem to represent a new model, one that balances the weight of royal duty with the need for authenticity and teamwork. As Catherine's influence continues to rise, William's role as her closest ally will likely remain central in helping navigate the challenges and opportunities ahead. Whether this model will redefine royal leadership over time is still an open question, but for now, it is a key factor in the monarchy's evolving identity. The future of the monarchy. Looking ahead, much speculation surrounds how Catherine's influence might continue to grow within the monarchy. While no formal changes to her title or constitutional status have been announced, her expanded role in royal operations and public life suggests a steady increase in authority. Observers point to her involvement in key decisions, charitable priorities, and public engagements as signs of a future where her guidance becomes central to shaping the monarchy's direction. Could this gradual rise position Catherine as the most influential royal figure after King Charles? Some analysts believe the groundwork is being laid for such an outcome, particularly as she continues to earn widespread public support. The possibility of future transitions, including the idea of King Charles stepping back from day-to-day royal duties, is now a subject of increasing debate. Though Charles has given no public indication of immediate plans to reduce his role, his age and recent health challenges have led to questions about how responsibilities might shift over time. Catherine's growing visibility and influence could signal a palace strategy designed to ensure continuity should the king eventually delegate more tasks. Would this shift happen through formal changes, or would it emerge gradually as Catherine's presence becomes more prominent? The palace remains silent on the matter, leaving room for speculation. Another key consideration for the future of the monarchy is how Catherine's style of leadership might shape its evolution. Her focus on modern issues, measured public presence, and collaborative approach with Prince William have already begun to redefine what royal leadership looks like. This model, emphasizing service, partnership, and relevance, may set the tone for future generations. If current trends continue, Catherine could play a pivotal role in helping the monarchy adapt to changing public expectations while preserving its core traditions. Will this approach succeed in strengthening the crown's place in British life, or could unforeseen challenges alter its course? The question remains open. Ultimately, the future of the monarchy under Catherine's guidance will depend on how well she balances modern demands with the institution's historic role. The coming years may see further adjustments in responsibilities among senior royals, with Catherine increasingly at the center. What do you think? Is Catherine truly becoming the real power behind the throne? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more updates on the royal family, and don't forget to check out one of the 2 videos now on your screen.